Before starting the video, the following video may contain some spoilers. Please watch at your own discretion. One of the most popular anime of our time, Demon Slayer, is back on our screens with the Entertainment District arc. The newest series follows the 7-episode retelling of the Mugen Train Movie. The arc follows Tanjirou, Zenitsu, and Inosuke, aided by the Sound Hashira Tengen Uzui. They travel to Yoshiwara Red Light District to hunt down a demon terrorizing the town. After 6 episodes of digging around the ashes of a successful movie, I can't begin to describe how exciting the arrival of new episodes in the Demon Slayer saga makes me. The audience has waited almost 3 years since the release of the first season, and about a year since the movie's release to find out the aftermath of the death of Kyojuro Rengoku. It was a moment for the ages, and people had reasons to believe that the follow-up could be one of the greatest arcs in the show. So, did the first new outing for Demon Slayer in so long work? Absolutely, very much so. Since it was a double episode, we will have to talk about the two halves separately to make sense of the pacing, and I'll try to keep it as spoiler-free as I can so as not to ruin your experience if you haven't watched the episode yet. There might be a few errant statements here and there so that the summary makes sense, but nothing major. The first half of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Season 2 Episode 1 focused on the fallout of Kyojuro's death and the devastation all the major characters felt because of it. Tanjirou set out to do the task Kyojuro asked of him and to learn more about his Hinakami Kagura technique. Answers aren't all he got there, and he left the place with a lot of broken bones and spirit, having made a friend along the way. The first half was all about the emotional side of Demon Slayer, which is something that the show does very well. The meeting with Kyojuro's father and brother was exactly like one would have imagined, emotional and intense in all the right ways. The answers we did get about the techniques of Tanjirou were enough to hold one over until the next crumbs of information. Kyojuro's father and Senjuro were both fantastic characters, and I would love it if they had more to do in the show's future. The second half of Demon Slayer Entertainment District Arc Episode 1 was about introducing the new character, Sound Hashira Tengen Uzui. I will reserve my judgment upon him until we've seen more of him, which will be soon enough. I was more interested in the time leap, which showed our 3 main characters training and getting stronger, alongside showing them killing demons. The severity of the threat in the entertainment district is not quite known yet, which is slightly disappointing. It would have been nice to get a deeper look at what they would be up against outside of a brief visual tease. Overall, Demon Slayer Season 2 Episode 1 was a great outing for the show and did a lot to remove the stain of an obvious cash grab in the form of the Mugen Train anime arc from memory. I just hope that 7 of our precious 25 episodes weren't wasted in that, although I have a sneaking suspicion that they were. The show's future is extremely exciting, and the current plotline showcases the tremendous potential of the story. Still, I'm hopeful that the stakes will continue to rise as they have throughout the series. Entertainment District Arc Episode 1 is a good launching point for the new season, and I can't wait to see what comes next for Tanjirou and friends. Also guys, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe as well, turning the notification bell on, so that you don't miss on such amazing upload in the near future. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video.